Hi, my name is Mike.l.levine, and today I'd like to look at the Municipal Zonal tee. But briefly, a little bit about myself before we get started. I work for Aurora Investments Global. We are a Vietnamese apparel manufacturer. Those of you who have been watching my channel know already I have 22 sewing factories in Vietnam, 2 textile mills, an industrial laundry, and we do full package apparel for most of the U.S. major manufacturers already, and also some not so major manufacturers as well. Our R&D team of scientists working in Vietnam are constantly on the lookout for new products. They're creating new performance innovations in conjunction with some of the leading chemical suppliers around the world. So if you want something new and exciting, come reach out to me. I have a whole collection to show every season, and I'd be happy to go through it with you and help launch a new program for you and your company. We're always on the hunt for new customers, so I hope during my presentation today that I inspire some of you watching to develop a new item for your company, and together we can create that product and roll it out and hopefully get started together. Today's product review is going to be the Municipal Zonal tee, as I mentioned. I bought this shirt on the Municipal website. I paid $48 for it, and here it is here. We'll open it up and see what it looks like. Right. And before we get into actually how some of the features on it, first, I believe it's a yarn dye, or it is two-tone, so it has 2 colors. This one is, let me see here, printed on the tag, crimson and indigo. So it's primarily this maroon color, although it has a hint of that indigo, maybe toward on the inside, kind of mixed in there. So anyways, probably because of the 2 different fibers, it's a poly tencel spandex blend. Poly, which takes a dispersed dye, high heat dispersed dye, and tencel, which you tend to dye with reactive dye, so you can actually dye the fibers separately in the same bath, in the same machine. Just putting the 2 dyes in, one will show affinity to the corresponding dye. So anyways, this is, like I said, the blend. All colors are listed on, there's 3 colors, so they're all 2 color combinations. Tencel, which this is polytencel, 15% tencel, is very interesting fiber that I think doesn't get enough attention. It's part of that viscose family, so it's rayon, modal. Sometimes you even hear it's just viscose, referred to as just viscose. So tencel is part of that family. Matter of fact, it's pretty much identical. The difference being that tencel, the manufacturing process of making tencel, they recapture all the chemicals. They don't discharge anything into the sewer system. It's all recaptured. So it's actually a very green process, which compared to rayon and modal, which you see a lot now where they say bamboo rayon, where they're trying to lead you to believe that because the rayon comes from bamboo and it's a renewable resource, the rayon is environmentally friendly. But in reality, tencel can be made from bamboo, or also sometimes beech trees, which they just crushed it into, they extract the cellulose by crushing them and creating the viscose, which then they extrude the fiber out of. So tencel is actually from a renewable resource, and it's a clean, non-polluting type of process to make it, so even better. So anyways, let's take a look at the construction of the shirt. Just holding it in my hands here while I'm talking to you, I can tell you it's a very soft fabric. Feels good already. So we'll get into the make a little bit, and then we'll try it out and see how it performs, and come back and sum everything up like we usually do, so stick around. Okay, so here's the shirt. We get an idea of the construction. It has a raglan sleeve, which I really like for active wear. It gives you a little bit more mobility, and it just gives you the appearance of being a little bit more gym or exercise oriented. It does have this side panel here, and this fabric actually is a mesh. It's a poly rayon, no spandex, and it's set inside here in the panel. And let's see, it does have a different little bit of texture to it. I don't know if it comes out in the quite so there, or possibly better this way. Yeah, you could see where the mesh construction. So this is good for ventilation during your workout. It doesn't have any spandex in it, but that mesh obviously is going to allow for a lot of stretch, movement, and just because it's a knit and you have a lot of spandex in the body of the shirt, so probably not needed. Flat lock stitching, no paper label, which I really like when everything is just printed there in the neck. And you can see 70 poly, 15 tencel, 6 spandex, that's the body fabric, and the side panel is a poly viscose rayon, 6634. So everything listed there. We have a little bit of a poor sewing quality. Maybe this is just the one shirt I got, where you can see a little bit here of the gathering as I set the neck tape. We do have neck tape, which is stretching itself, so that's a good sign. But they probably were pulling while sewing, and it caused that gathering over here. Anyways, otherwise, overall, it's a good looking, good feeling shirt. Let's check it real quick for moisture wicking. Present. Oh yeah, you can see right away that lots of wicking there. The water penetrates immediately into the fabric. So anyways, we'll try it out. We'll wear it in for some exercise today and see how it performs, and then we'll sum things up when we're done. So say if you take your hardest workout, the one you want to do the least, and if people ask you what's your favorite workout, and you make it that one, and you repeat it to yourself over and over, what's your favorite? Oh, this. What's your favorite? Oh, this. Eventually, it will become one that you prefer to do. So, for me, people ask me, what's your favorite workout? And I love them all. They're all my favorite. So, anyways, read into that what you wish. This is, this Municipal brand is, I don't know if he's a part owner or what his involvement is, but you see a lot of Mark Wahlberg advertising it. For those of you who are not familiar with him, he was what started off, I think, as a rap artist and then moved into movies. And he's pretty physically fit. I think he exercises quite regularly. Very disciplined about it. Anyways, so you would hope that any apparel that would be designed that he would be involved with would be pretty on target as far as what it's made for. So this one, the Zonal tee, is made for exercising in. There's another t-shirt, 100% cotton. I think it's more for everyday wear. And then there's a lot of their product that just says Municipal on it. For me, I'm not big on advertising somebody else's brand name. I mean, I kind of, if anything, would put my own name on it. You know, walk around with a shirt that says Michael across the front. Just not my thing, but there's something there that you think that you've tried and it looks and wears well, let me know. That is not one of the items that attracted me on the website to buy, but they might be great products. So anyways, lots of hoodies, some joggers, other things, and so far so good on this shirt. I can definitely feel the mesh panels are not trapping in any heat, although it's a little cold today. Temperature in the garage, I think, is like around 70. Anyways, we'll get into a couple of sprints, see if we can't work up a sweat. I just like to do a few minutes of warm up first. Alright, so I did 6 30-second sprints with a 90-second break in between. So it's like 60 seconds just pedaling, and then 30 seconds before the sprint I try and build up a little bit so it's not just a shock, and then I do the 30 seconds as fast as I can. And now I'm on a 5-minute cool down. Once again, we're here to talk about the shirt, and the shirt is doing well. Unfortunately for me, because I'm 5'7" and I wear an extra large, shirts tend to fit me long. But that's on me, and that has nothing to do with the company in itself. And so, aside from the shirt feeling long, it's really good. It fits around my arms, which I like. I don't like, especially active wear. You want the shirt to be loose and moving, especially for whatever reason, on a bicycle or a treadmill. Anything that kind of moves and irritates you is an excuse to stop and get distracted. And so you need to take away all those excuses so your focus stays on getting the job done, as gruesome as it may be. Anyways, coming up here on the end, we'll sum things up back in my office, and hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know how I can make them more interesting, or products you'd like me to review and maybe I haven't covered yet. Take care. Alright, well, that kind of sums it up for the Municipal Zonal tee. I mean, it's a very soft fabric. The spandex works great. The mesh is terrific. Keeps you cool. Allows for that ventilation. And like I said, if I didn't mention it earlier, activewear kind of needs to have that spandex in it. Just because when you work out, afterwards you're tired. Maybe you have a muscle pump. Your clothes are a little bit clingy to your body because you're going to wear, first of all, a more fitted garment. You're sweaty, so it's sticking. And without that spandex in the fabric, it's just difficult to get the shirts off. As, say, if you were to work out in a 100% cotton t-shirt. You work out in a 100% cotton t-shirt, it tends to stick to the body afterwards, and it doesn't give much, and it might be harder to pull on and off. To reach up and get it over your head, where if with the spandex you can just pull it off any way you want, it's going to give for you. So anyways, I really like it, and like I said, so far so many shirts that I've tried on for active wear. I really enjoy them all. This one has a good weight to it. It's not too light, and so I give it a good marks. Anyways, if you like the video today, be sure and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'm on YouTube as well as on LinkedIn, and you can catch me on either one. And if you see something that interests you and you want to reach out to me, either through the comments or you can click through LinkedIn, you can message me and get a message out to me, and I'll reach back out to you and we'll get something started. So take care, and remember in the future to continue to dress smart. Thanks for watching.